It was a bright sunny day. Oni and Rick, two brothers, were getting ready for their school. Their mother was driving the car and they started for school. They were chatting with each other in the car. The car was running smoothly on the road as there was less traffic. Suddenly, a boy came running in front of their car. Oni and Rick got tensed and afraid of an accident. Their mother hit the brake at the last moment very efficiently, and she successfully managed to save the boy.
Thank you, Mom, for your timely decision to hit the brake and stop the car at the right moment. But Mom, we are surprised that how could you respond so fast and stop the car? Yes, Mom, me too. If you could not do this on time, the boy might get injured.
Look, children, you have noticed that when I saw a boy was coming in front of my car, I hit the brake immediately, within a second. This total process is controlled by our brain, the highest center of our body that coordinate our thinking and actions. Whenever there is danger, we can detect it and respond to it promptly. You must have noticed it in our daily life also. Like, we move our hands instantly whenever we touch a hot object. We close our ears against very loud noise to protect our ears.
Yes, Mom. Yesterday, during the picnic at the garden, we felt difficulty to open our eyes in the bright sunlight.
Yes, you are right. We always respond to our surroundings and react accordingly. All these responses are controlled and coordinated within our body itself by different mechanisms.
Mom, we want to know in detail about these mechanisms.
Okay, children, but it's a time for school now. In the evening, we will talk about this.
Okay, goodbye, Mom.
Goodbye, kids. Hope you're also interested to know like Oni and Rick. So, let's talk about this. Hello, friends. A very warm welcome to Notebook. I hope the story made it clear that we are going to talk about a very interesting chapter, control and coordination. Control is defined as the ability to restrain and regulation by which something can be started, accelerated, slowed down, or completely stopped. Coordination means working of a body in a systematic manner to produce proper response. Now the question is, how the control and coordination occur in living organisms? One of the basic features of all living organisms is movement. Some of these movements are associated with growth like the growth of a plant from seedling, increase of body size in animals or humans, while some movements are independent of growth, such as children are playing, an animal is running, etc. All these movements occur in response to changes in the surroundings and provide some advantages to them. For example, closing our eyes in bright light saves our eyes, or closing our ear in noise protects it from damage. The whole body systems are interconnected and work like a team to control and coordinate these movements, especially in complex animals. In case of humans, these movements are controlled and coordinated by nervous system as well as hormonal or endocrine system. In this video, we will try to get an idea how do we sense the changes in our environment and respond to it. The changes in the environment to which the organisms respond and react are called stimuli, such as temperature, gravity, sound, light, touch, taste, smell, and many more external factors. The reactions of the living organism to these changes in the surrounding environment are known as response. For example, a small kid screams to see a spider moving in his arm. Here, the dangerous insect is a stimulus and screaming is the response. Let's watch another example. A boy is running to see a dog behind him. Here, the dog is the stimulus and running is the response. The receptors are defined as the group of specialized cells in our sensory organs that are sensitive to changes in the environment. They are mostly tip of some nerve cells, as you can see here. The receptors are mainly present in sense organs, but also in the other parts of the body. The receptors of the sense organs can be classified as phonoreceptors, photoreceptors, thermoreceptors, olfactory receptors, and gustatory receptors. The ears have receptors that sense about sound and body balance and known as phonoreceptors. The eyes have receptors that sense light and known as photoreceptors. The skin has receptors that detect pain, touch and heat, pressure, etc. and are known as thermoreceptors. The nose has receptors that detect smell and are known as olfactory receptors. The tongue has receptors that detect taste sensation and are known as gustatory receptors. The receptors present in our sense organ collect the information from the external environment and send the signal to the brain. For example, food particle stimulates the gustatory receptor in tongue. That in turn sends signal to the gustatory cortex in the brain so that we can feel the taste of food. It is obvious that if the receptors do not work properly, the environmental stimuli will not be able to send signal to the brain and the body does not respond to the changes in the environment. You can do a simple and yet funny experiment to check this. If you put some sugar in our mouth, it tastes sweet. If you eat the sugar, even after blocking your nose by 2 fingers, we find no difference in its taste. But while eating lunch, if you block your nose, you will find that you cannot fully appreciate the taste of food. It is because the food we normally eat during lunch contains both taste and aroma. These stimulate both gustatory receptors and olfactory receptors. If we block the nose, we cannot feel the smell of food. Thus, we cannot fully appreciate it. Just think, in the absence of smell, we may end up eating spoiled food or rotten fruits. Doesn't sound good. I hope you have enjoyed this topic. Thank you for watching. We will see you again in our next video. Till then, happy learning and stay safe. Goodbye.